I feel like we all have things that we'd like to change about ourselves. And one question that I get asked a lot is, how can I use the law of attraction to lose weight? Now, of course, you can use the law of attraction to do anything and to improve and enhance your life by consciously manifesting. And it works especially well with weight loss. Hello, my loves. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, I'm Leeor Alexandra. Welcome to the Baby Elephant community. On this channel, we talk about spirituality, law of attraction, self-development, and so much more. And today I want to talk to you guys about manifesting weight loss. Now, before we get into this, I'd like to first say one thing. A lot of people ask me how to manifest weight loss, but a lot of people also ask me how to manifest weight gain. Now, I've only personally experienced manifesting weight loss because in my life, I've always wanted to lose weight in the past. So I don't have experience with manifesting weight gain. However, these same techniques that I'm about to share with you can be applied to that and really to anything at all. I think that when we are struggling with weight loss, what we're really struggling with is self-control and wanting to be really healthy and strong. And I think that if we make our goals more about being fit and healthy, rather than just losing weight and being super thin, if that's what you want to do, maybe that is something better to aspire to be healthy. Because with health, we feel good in our bodies, and that self-confidence radiates from the inside out. But to satisfy the people who have been asking me for the past 4 years, I'm going to talk to you guys all about manifesting weight loss today. Before we get started with today's video, I want to give a big shout out to this week's sponsor, which is Blinkist. In today's fast-paced time, I know it can be really hard to sit down and to actually learn something. You guys know I'm a bookworm. I'm always constantly reading, listening to books, but Blinkist has made it even easier for me to consume all the books that I want to consume so that I can make videos inspired by the content. I used to find myself scrolling through Instagram mindlessly for hours. I just tweeted about how I hate when I do that, when I catch myself doing that. And now, whenever I feel like I notice myself doing that, I will open Blinkist instead. So if you don't know what Blinkist is, it's an app that takes all the best information, all the need-to-know information from thousands of nonfiction books and condenses it down to just 15 minutes that you can either listen to or read. So this is the app, and it has this trending section. In the trending section and the For You section are always things that I'm always like, wow, I can't believe I have all this content, 15 minutes, and I can absorb all this amazing information, such as what I just saved on my app, which is Tiny Habits by BJ Fogg. It's the small changes that change everything. I just finished listening to Inner Engineering by Sadhguru on the app. And for people like us who love spirituality and self-development, but are also living practical lives in this modern, fast-paced world, getting all these golden nuggets into our days in just 15 minutes can really get our minds right. Since Blinkist is sponsoring this video, the first 100 people to click the link down below, which is blinkist.com/LeorAlexandra, will get 1 free week of Blinkist Unlimited. And then if you want to get your own membership, you'll get it at 25% off. So click the link below because it really helps the channel. Thank you, Blinkist, for sponsoring this video. Alright, so I have a list of things I want to go over with you guys when it comes to manifesting weight loss, and I think that they're all equally important. So we're going to talk firstly about why it seems like manifesting things such as weight loss, or maybe, manifesting money and things like that just seem a lot more difficult for some of us. That is because of our belief systems. It is very much ingrained within the collective unconscious of the planet that losing weight is ideal, that we should be thin, that we should look a certain way in order to be good and in order to be happy. And because of that, because it's something that so many people aspire to, it's been put onto such a pedestal. And because it's on a pedestal, people feel like it's out of reach, like it's hard to do. The truth is, it's not. Everything is just a game in the mind. It's all mental. It's all in the mind. It originates in mind. So the first thing that I would suggest when manifesting weight loss is to decide that it's not out of reach, that it's not something that's difficult to do. I had about a year-long stretch in which I put weight loss on such a pedestal, and I thought that it was so out of my reach that I would have to work so hard to change my thoughts around it and to change my behavior around it that I just didn't want to deal with it. So the first step is understanding that anything is easy if you decide that it's so. What does Abraham Hicks always say? If you think that something is going to be easy, it will be easy. The universe will show you proof and evidence that it is easy. If you think something is going to be hard, the universe will show you evidence for that. So decide right now that it's going to be easy for you to reach your weight loss goals or your weight gain goals, your health goals. It is easy. It is doable. It is something that anybody can do, and you can manage it. You can do it. So removing those blocks, those resistances that we have when it comes to weight loss and to looking the way that we want to look is the first step. And it starts with a decision. The second step to manifesting weight loss is to understand what your current identity is. Do you identify as somebody who is, a back and forth dieter, somebody who struggles with their weight, somebody who's lazy, somebody who doesn't like to work out, or somebody who works out and eats really well but just doesn't seem to lose weight? Do you tell this story to yourself and to other people? What story are you telling yourself surrounding weight loss, surrounding the way that you feel in your body, surrounding the way that you eat and that you move through the world? Often we will really sit down to acknowledge our stories and we'll see, wow, we have all these identity that we've created for ourselves that's really working against us. I used to look at myself as somebody who ate emotionally. I knew that I ate emotionally, so I reaffirmed that by eating emotionally. And it felt like it was out of my control. And that's because it kind of is. When you completely take on the identity of something, you step into it automatically, subconsciously. You exist as that person and you show up as that person every day. And then we get stuck in these cycles where we want to change, but how can we change when we keep reaffirming the story and carrying that story on our back like a heavy suitcase that we walk around this world with, and it's just weighing us down and not allowing us to be who we want to be. It is as simple as switching your story, looking at who you want to be and creating an identity around that. Now, you're not trying to become anybody else, you're just trying to aspire to the best version of yourself, right? So consider what kind of stories you would need to have in order to be that healthy, fit person. What I have recently done in the past 2 months is I used to think that I hated working out. I would show up to the gym and I just did not like to do it, so I never worked out. What I ended up doing is going to my trainer, and before I would go in, I'd close my eyes and do a little visualization and reaffirm this new identity to myself. And I would say, I'm an athlete. I'm somebody who's strong and capable, and I love working out. It felt like I was lying to myself for the first 2 or 3 weeks. And now, as I sit before you today, I absolutely love working out. I am strong. I'm fit. I feel good. I love going to see my trainer. I love to train with him. I love to do anything that gets my body moving. And that was all a shift in identity. I had to decide this is something that I love doing. I also had to accept I'm a person who eats healthy. I love to eat healthy. And over time, this becomes our new identity. And then we can still live in autopilot through that identity. We should never live in autopilot. Of course, we should live consciously and aware and present. However, if we're making better decisions from our autopilot programming, then we're programming ourselves to behave in the way that is good for us, rather than in the way that we've been taught and that we've learned to behave. That's it. That's all you need to start to manifest rapid changes in your life. Now, this identity change, this goes into the self-love aspect of this as well. So when we complain about ourselves, it's a very, I'm going to say it's a very feminine thing to do. Growing up, whenever I would go out with my friends, we would be getting dressed in the mirror and saying, oh, I don't look good. Oh, I'm fat. Oh, I need to lose weight. Oh, whatever. This is just programming. This is just things that, it's socialization that we take it for granted, but it really starts to impact our lives. So self-love, an act of self-love, is the way that we speak to ourselves. And if we're pointing out our flaws all the time and being mean to ourselves, we're just manifesting more of that. What we have to do is to focus on the areas of ourselves that we love already. I love my face. I love my lips. I love this. I love that. I love my soul. I love who I am within myself. And that has to come out on the outside. When we nourish that and when we put our gratitude and our focus on the good instead of on the bad, we're going to see changes in our physical bodies. As above, so below. There is no way around that. I also have a few practical, very manifesty things that I do want to share with you. One of the things that I like to do is I like to create a Pinterest vision board with my body inspo. Now this can go too far. I know that there's a lot of controversy around people who potentially have eating disorders taking this to a place where they're comparing themselves and they're hating themselves and starving themselves to look like a certain picture. So that is not ideal. That's self-harm. It's the absolute opposite. We will never look and feel the way that we want to look and feel if we're harming ourselves in any way, whether it be mentally abusing ourselves or physically depriving ourselves of food and nourishment. Our bodies deserve to be nourished. They did nothing to harm us. We are harming our bodies, if anything. We have to really nourish and nurture ourselves so that our bodies can show up for us every single day. So if you struggle with that, if your mind goes to starving yourself or depriving yourself of anything when you see skinny girls on Instagram, skinny people on Instagram, whatever it may be, please don't do this. Please don't compare yourself. It's a comparison trap. It's not good for your soul. It's not good for your health. Now for me, the reason why I make this Pinterest vision board is because I have trained myself not to compare my body to what I'm seeing. What I'm doing is I'm aspiring. Instead of having to visualize what I would look like if I had my ideal health and strength, I have some sort of visual representation of it. So before I'll go train the night before, I'll go through my Pinterest vision board and I'll be like, these girls are like, they're beautiful, they're amazing. I can't wait to run around the beach like this. I love my body as it is, but I do want to get it stronger and to get it into shape, to get into a place where I feel really strong and confident. And having that visual representation has been very, very helpful for me. Now, if I found myself comparing and looking at the vision board and then not eating because of it, I would cut that out immediately. That is not healthy. If we get into unhealthy patterns, it's very hard to take ourselves out of that. And the ideal here is to become healthier, to become stronger, to become more confident, to love ourselves. And you can lose as much weight as you want or gain as much weight as you want. And until you do the inner work, until you change the identity, the beliefs, and stop comparing yourself to other people and just love yourself for how you are now, nothing will change. Nothing will change. You will not be happier when you're 10 pounds lighter. You'll feel exactly the same as you do right now. So the goal is to work on the emotions, on the well-being, and then allow the physical environment to change according to your inner state of being. So other than a vision board that I have for myself, the most important tip that I actually have for weight loss or weight gain or whatever change you want to make in your body physically is intention. Infusing your workouts and your food and your water with intention. So before my workout, I have this little time where I close my eyes, I envision the person that I want to be, and I set my intention. My intention is to get stronger. My intention is to feel amazing in my body. My intention is to be more energetic. And then I go do the workout. Before I eat, I set an intention for my food. I set an intention for my water. This water will nourish and clean me out. This food, it will nourish me. It will make my skin glow. It will give me energy. It will give me the calories that I need to have energy for the rest of my day. I always make sure that I nourish myself. I never deprive myself of food. Adding intention into your workouts, into your food, into everything that you do in your life is going to change your life. The reason why is because we do things in autopilot. We do things unconsciously. So we're just doing them. Your workout will not be as good as it would be if you set an intention beforehand. If you told the universe, I'm doing this thing because of that. On that note, you don't have to work out if you use intention. You can eat well and be like, this is going to get me, my dream body, my dream whatever, and then eat, and you've infused this object with your intention, with your energy, and that's magic. And then as you eat this food, it starts to move around your reality. So using intention to manifest the changes, the physical changes, the emotional changes, the life changes that you want in your life, intention is number one. Ideally, I'd like you to rewrite your story about who you are, change your belief system, and infuse your life with intention. That is how you're going to really see those changes. Thank you so much for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and please comment below and subscribe if you haven't yet. It really helps the channel and I really appreciate it. Thank you for watching. I love you. Until next time, keep your vibrations way, way, way up.